So
Thank you.
now I call upon Mrs. Mahalakshmi. The paper ID is 37.
Good afternoon to all and all present here. Myself as Mahalakshmi, Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Application in Tirumuran Arts and Science College and a Research Scholar in St. Peter's Institute of Higher Education and Research. And it's my immense pleasure to present a paper in International E-Conference on Advances in Information Technology, Business Management and E-Commerce 2020 that has been organized by the Qaeda Millet College for Men. So my paper is Mobility Handling Routing Protocol with cost minimization using WBAN. So moving on to the slides, this is the outline of my slides. It's an abstract. We'll be seeing the abstract of the paper and objective of the paper and introductions of WBAN and the WBAN layer with its architecture and the classifications of wireless body area network routing protocol. With that, we'll be seeing a MHRP protocol and NCMD protocol, which is the subsets of poster-based routing protocol, and we'll be analyzing in these protocols by goals, complexity and energy efficiency of delay process, and finally the conclusion is made along with the reference. Moving on to the next slide. So abstract, in recent decades, medical fields have grown gradually with digital information. So most of the applications are used to provide the physical health of the human being. So these applications in medical fields are executed in wireless body area network. So this paper deals with the architecture, classifications and poster-based routing protocol process and the comparison of that using complexity, delay and energy level. And this paper is mainly focused on mobility handling routing protocol with the cost minimization using WBAN. So main objective of this paper is to analyze the poster-based protocol effectively with goal, complexity and delay and energy efficiency of MHRP and NCMD protocols. So this is the main, and we are going to study about what this MHRP protocol and NCMD protocol in this coming slide. Moving on that, introduction to WBAN, it's nothing but a wireless body area network. So it's nothing but interconnections of nodes with sensors that is placed in or on body of the communication in a patient, so that it is used for monitoring for physiological parameters for a patient. This is applied in even for a heart patient or even a newborn baby's moms for temperature, newborn baby for blood pressure, temperature levels. If this wireless body area network is applied to a heart patient, its data is sent to the base station, where it alerts the hospital before that person gets a heart attack. Based on the data, he will be risk free before getting the heart attack. So in that way, WBAN is very helpful for diabetic patients. Also, it also auto inject the insulin based on the data when the insulin level declines. So it's also used in other fields like military and sports, etc. And it's deployed in elderly persons for monitoring the temperature, their daily activities. So wireless body area network is divided into 3 layers. Hardware layer is a lower layer where it consists of hardware devices like sensors, we can say ECG, EEG sensors, blood pressure sensors, etc. And this middle layer consists of 2 levels, that is middleware layer. It consists of the technology of RMI and Cobra technologies, and device drivers is nothing but phone, laptop, PDA, etc. What this layer will do is it is a control and connectivity layer. It just forward the data that is received from hardware layer to the application layer. This application layer is used to predict the human body parts. This is the main task of the application layer. Moving on to the WBAN architecture. So here the architecture is divided into 3 levels. In this first level is it consists of sensor that is implanted or in or around the human body. It sends the data and forward that data to the next level. In the second level of communication, it contains smartphones, computer, band. So what it will do is it forward the data that is received from the level 1 to the level 3. It's a control and connectivity layer, and this communication layer is nothing but a remote base station, we can say, or remote medical data center. It's a cloud, we can say. So it stores all the medical and non-medical data of human beings as a patient, and based on that it gives a dynamic response, like alerting the patient that he gets before a heart attack. So these are the main advantages of an WBAN. So now we move on to the classifications of WBAN routing protocol. So here the classification is divided into 5. Posture based routing protocol. So it is used for determining the path based on the postures in network topology, and it is divided into 2. Mobility handling routing protocol, which is used for heart monitoring and as well as the wrist monitoring using a band, and this energy efficiency and distributed management cost minimization is also called NCMD protocols. So here it is mainly used for fracture treatment, which we'll be discussing about later. And temperature based routing, normally when nodes work, it generate heat. If the nodes is inside the human body, it will affect the key tissues of human body. So what this temperature based routing protocol will do is it will detect the node that is high temperature. It will determine the low temperature nodes, and the path will be made with the low and safe level temperature mode. So it is mainly focusing on the temperature packets that is available in the WBAN network. This cross-layer network, cross-layer routing is used for sharing informations across the heterogeneous network in a high adaptability manner. So moving on to cluster-based routing. So all the data in the nodes or share the data to a head nodes in the cluster. What the cluster nodes will do is it will convert based on the aggregate function and sends the data to base station by wireless mode. And finally this QoS band routing. So it determines the control flow of the network, and based on that of available network resources in the heterogeneous layer. So we'll be analyzing, the main paper is to analyze this posture based routing protocol with these 2 protocols. So mobility handling routing protocols. So it is the one of the subset of posture based routing protocols, and it is mainly designed for heart rate acquisition as well as the wrist monitoring. It consists of nearly 7 nodes. Here 2 relays are there, and 1 sensor and 1 sink. Say these are the paths. This is the first equation. It provides the best path of a patient action that is categorized into 4. So 4 paths are available from sensor to sink. This first path is D1 plus D2 plus D5. So look at that, from sensor to sink, D1 plus D2 plus D5. This is the first path, and second path is D1 and D4. So from sensor D1 to D4 is second path, and third current path is D3 plus D4. So D3 sensor D3 to D4. This is that, and final path is delta 4, and that is directly the sensor transmits the data, and the path has been set to the sink. That is actually mobility handling protocol data is normally divided into 2. One is general mode, and another one is emergency mode. In general mode only, this relays what will do? It will do is it will send and receive the data in it will choose the path. This relay nodes, it will choose the path in general mode. If the data is an emergency data, then delta 4 path has been chosen. In that case, sensor directly communicates with the sink with this D6 path. Okay, moving on to the next slide. So this is another protocol, which is one other subset of poster based, that is NCMD protocol, energy efficient and distributed network cost minimization. It is the overall framework of the NCMD protocol. The reason for using this protocol is for mobility and limb movement or for fracture treatment in a wireless body array network. So the problem for in this network is that it may change dynamically in network topologies. So when the sensors are placed in a human and in the postures, they may move based on the actions they perform. So in that cases, dynamic changes in network topologies occur. So with that, it may cause an increase in network management cost. So if there is an increase in management cost, we will be having a more number of nodes for path. So in that case, if more number of nodes activates, there will be an increase in energy consumption. So this is the problem of the NCMDA protocol. So problem if we analyze with the optimization challenge, if we use a connectivity algorithm like opportunities transmission link, if we use like algorithm with if we form a network minimization framework, as the here network management cost is high, if we form a minimization framework along with the connection algorithm, that if that performs well, and the result will be the optional network cost and energy efficient framework, and increase through network throughput is nothing but the delay will be much low when compared previously before using this connectivity algorithm. So this is the overall framework of NCMD protocol. So based on the framework, and here cost minimization method is used. Here C of t is nothing but a connection cost, and connection cost S of ij is nothing but a scalar vector. Scalar vector is used, and in this formula alpha I of j and alpha max is nothing but a quality factor of zinc and node, and this is dynamic response connections. So ZT is nothing but a total network cost function ZT, where C of t is cost connection cost, and D of t is data transmission cost, and I of t is interference management cost, Q of t is QoS management cost, and E of t is energy management cost, and D of t is dynamic topology management cost. So based on this, we have used a Lagrange's algorithm in order to deduce into minimize the evaluations. Lagrange operators we have used here. And moving on to the next slide. So based on the NCMD protocol, the NCMD framework that we have seen in before slides, this poster based routing protocol has been analyzed with the performance are given in a table, and mobile handling routing protocol's goal is to monitor the cardiac and wrist monitoring, and it uses a fault tolerant system. If it uses two sets of symmetric nodes, that is if one set of nodes contains that we saw in MSRP protocol, two relay nodes, one zinc nodes, one sensor nodes, and different paths I've seen. So the same way it has two types of two symmetric nodes. If one has got temporarily, or if the topology got interrupted, what it is mainly designed for from changing one to another set of symmetric nodes in order to improve the stability path. And here NCMD protocols, here the goal is to dynamically environment for treating the fracture treatment is used, as the network topology is used in this NCMD protocol. After using that algorithm, that characteristic become minimizing the network management. So it will be so both the protocols are very useful in WBAN network. And complexity of mobility handling routing protocol is much low when compared to NCMD protocols, based on the data that is analyzed through that sample simulation reports. So here look at that 0.1 is the minimum complexity for mobility handling routing protocol, and 0.9 is the highest value for the highest complexity for NCMD protocol. So low complexity is very low in MHRP and high in NCMD protocol. So energy efficiency of delayed process. Another comparison for MHRP and energy efficiency, as this paper is analyzing the posture-based routing protocol. So here the delay and the energy efficiency is added. Here both the protocols have lower delay and high energy efficiency. If you look at the graph, if we can assume it as a 0, because it is intermediate only 0 or 0.1, we can say the delay is much more low, and the energy efficiency is very high in both the protocols. That is mobility handling protocols delay is very low, and energy efficiency protocols also is very low, and in both the protocols that energy level is very high. So it is very high adaptable in WBA network. So finally I conclude the paper with the analysis of posture-based routing protocol. We have studied the MHRP and what is NCMD protocols, and we have compared, and energy delay process also we have seen. So thanks, hope the session will be informative. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Now, one question is I would like to ask here: why you choose this MHRP protocol?
Sir,
No, what is the intention of choosing this one? Any specialty in your proposed work?
Sir, actually I am very interested in IoT devices. These MHRP protocols, we can connect wearable devices to the patient. This MHRP protocol is reliable and faster in the communication. So that I can use along with the WBAN, I can use personal area network as a gateway to connect these wearable devices, so that medical professionals who is with the independent of the locations from the patient, they can able to access the informations of the patient informations, and they can reply, they can monitor the patient information, and they can reply to that patient, they can immediately access. For wearable devices, I am using this MHRP protocol, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. And what about the whether the band frequency may affect the child? You are told about W band.
Sir?
Band. You are using a band, right? In your
Yes,
proposal.
Yes, sir. IEEE 802.15.6, sir. So it is based on the bands. For child, band is available for that purpose itself. That won't affect. If you use a high energy bandwidth only, it may affect child. So for it will be available in market. We will be using that, sir.
Okay, ma'am. And in your architecture diagram, you are given about connectivity algorithm. There is no any name of connectivity algorithm. Come back. Go for your architecture diagram. Downward. Towards. Next slide. Around 10. Slide number 10.
Slide number
10.
Yes, sir.
You can see there is a one connectivity algorithm you are using here. Is there any name for connectivity algorithm? Any proposed name, or you are using the existing connectivity algorithm? There is no meaning of name there.
Yes, sir. I've analyzed, but I thought of using an opportunity transmission link established algorithm. So it is very useful for this NCMD protocols. So this connectivity algorithm name is opportunistic transmission link establishment algorithm, sir.
Okay. You are not mentioned here, right?
I have not mentioned, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.